My very favorite game to play with the DecaDeck is a game called Make 10. And the reason I like it so much is that you only need one DecaDeck to play, nothing else, and all the members of your household can play. I'll show you the different versions. There's one version where we play Make 10 with just addition and subtraction. You can make it a little harder by introducing all four operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And there's even a version of Make 10 you can play with preschool and kindergarten students called Make 5. This video will show all three ways to play Make 10. I hope you like it as much as I do. Joining me today to model addition and subtraction Make 10 is my fifth grader, Henry. Hi, Henry.
Hello.
All right. So we start playing Make 10. The first person always gets to turn over 2 cards because there's no cards here to start. So I'll go ahead and start the game. I got a 5 and a 3. 5 and 3. There is no way I can make 10 with these 2 cards. Henry?
Okay, so I'll flip over another card. We have a 5 and 5. I can make 10. 5 plus 5 is 10.
All right, good job. So this card stays here. Since there's already a card here, I'll just turn over 1, and I got a 3. So we have a 3 and a 3. I cannot make 10.
Okay, I'll flip over another card, and we have a 4. 3 plus 3 is 6, and then 6 plus 4 is 10.
Oh my gosh, so do you get all 3 cards?
Yep.
Wow, you're gonna win this game. My turn. Now there's no cards left here again, so I get to turn over 2. Ooh, I got a 10 and an 8. And even though the name of the game is Make 10, we can't just grab a 10. This 10 has to have a partner in order to be taken. So I need to have like a 0, so I can say 10 plus 0. But there's no way I can make 10 with just the 10. So Henry, your turn.
Okay. Oh, and it's a 0. So 10 plus 0 is 10.
Okay, so you get those 2 cards. Now we've got an 8 and a 2. Look at that. I'm so lucky. 8 plus 2 is 10. So there we go. Henry?
Okay, so we have a 0 and an 8. I could not make 10.
Ooh, we have a 1. 0 and 8 and 1. I cannot make 10.
Okay. Ooh, a 9. So I can do 9 plus 1 is 10. And then plus 0 is 10.
Wow, 9 plus 1 plus 0 is 10. You get all 3 cards.
Woohoo!
Okay, I got a 5. 8 and 5. I cannot make 10.
Okay, we have a 9, an 8, and a 5. Oh, it looks like I can't make 10.
Okay. Ooh, I got a 3. This is a fun way to make 10. 8 plus 5 is 13. Minus 3 is 10. So that's another way to make 10. One of the important things that I want to point out here, using the DecaDeck to play a game like Make 10 instead of just cards with numbers on it, is that we want students to start putting together some of the patterns that they're seeing. For instance, they might see this 8 right here and notice that these 2 dots from the 5 dice could fill in and make 10 there, leaving 3. And then they might see that these 3 could replace those 3 with a subtraction problem, so that 8 plus these 2 make 10, leaving 3 minus 3. So 13 minus 3 is 10. Now it's okay if your students can't explain that to you, but sometimes it's fun to ask and see how they know why something would make 10. So play continues like this until this deck is totally out, and then each player counts up how many cards they have, and they're the ones who win the game. Henry and I are going to clean up this game, though, and take a minute to teach you how to play Make 10 with all 4 operations. Henry, why don't you go ahead and start?
Okay. So we have a 9 and a 5. I cannot make 10.
All right, my turn. I'm going to turn over a 2. Ooh, because this is make 10 with multiplication and division as well as addition and subtraction, I can use multiplication. 5 times 2 is 10. So I'll get these 2 cards.
Okay. Now I flip one over. 9 and 1. 9 and 1 are 10.
Oh, you added.
10.
Yeah, okay. All right, so now that there's no cards left here, the next person gets to turn over 2. So I'll turn over a 6 and a 1. I cannot make 10 with 6 and 1. Henry, your turn.
Okay. Oh, there's a 4. So I can do 6 plus 4 is 10. But since we're also playing multiplication, I can grab that 10 and do 10 times 1 is 10.
All right, good job. So I get to turn over 2 since there are no cards out. I'm going to turn over a 10 and another 10. Well, even though the name of the game is Make 10, I can't just grab one of these. They have to have at least one other card. So it's your turn, Henry.
Right. So, it's a 5. I cannot make 10.
Nope. All right. Let's see what we got here. I got a 2. Ooh. I see some very interesting ways to make 10. So I'm not going to worry about the 5 for a minute, but I can do 10 plus 10 is 20 divided by 2 is 10. But I could also say 10 times 2 is 20 minus 10 is 10. So either way, I've made 10 with these 3 cards, and these are my points. There's also a version of Make 10 that you can play. It's actually not Make 10, it's called Make 5. And this is what you would play with your very young children, maybe your kindergarten children or your first grade children. You're going to use the deck made just of the 0 through 5 cards. And same thing. First person turns over 2 cards. They see if they can make 5 this time. 1 and 2 don't make 5. So then it would be the next person's turn. They got a 0. 1 and 2 and 0 don't make 5. Let's keep going. Now it's my turn again. Ooh, I got a 5 and a 0, and I know that 5 plus 0 makes 5. So I get these 2 cards, and now it's my invisible partner's turn again. So it's all the same rules as Make 10, although we're just working with the cards 0 through 5. So the most any child would get would be 5 in this case. That they can subtract if they're ready for that, but mostly this is going to be adding smaller numbers together to get to that magical 5 number.